So what did 2024 look like to me? With the wide range of wacky weather this year, I guess you could say there was the good stuff, the bad stuff,
Hey! Settle down! There's children on the road! Settle down!
and the just plain weird stuff. Let's have a quick look back at some highlights while walking throughout the year. There were periods where it was freezing due to a polar vortex. While it created some nice scenery, it created havoc for people as well. Although, when the sun came out, it often looked very nice. That includes during the sunset times as well. Even at night this year, there seemed to be great views of the moon. This was also a new perspective this year for me in attempting to capture long-term time lapses, a nice addition that gives a different view of the world. Speaking of the night, there were a lot of events this year that included drone shows that attempted to show displays that were bigger than the previous years. All the different types of themes and animation were great to witness.
That's alright,
We also had an unusual event with the northern lights being visible within the city area. I tried my best to capture what I could with my smartphone. At least I was able to get something, as this was a first for me. It felt like there were more events this year in both the day and night. There seemed to be a theme with the fire at night as well. Visiting a Navy ship was interesting too.
Issues on board. So, sorry? No, sorry, unfortunately. It's rough. I gotta stay at 4-hour watches where I'm not allowed to pee the whole time.
While these should be festive events, unfortunately, there were times I saw disputes amongst the crowd.
Hey, you know what? Too bad. Go wheel it down. Man. Don't tell what people do. It's not your land. It's not your country.
That then leads to the protests I saw this year, with one of the most notable being in an encampment at a local university here.
The kite, my kite you made, flying up above, and things.
There is often so many issues in the world, as every day, someone could be experiencing some kind of grief or disaster you are oblivious to.
Jackson!
Then there are those who welcome a bit of chaos in their life too, I guess you could say. For myself, the screen on my smartphone appeared to have broken down. Not exactly a nice situation, but not the worst compared to what others might be going through. The days go on though, as tomorrow is always a new day with interesting and weird sights. There were more police and emergency workers around, I noticed, trying to make sure everything was okay. But we couldn't fully prepare for the high windstorms we experienced, which created a path of destruction. While walking around the park should normally be peaceful, I'm not sure why there was a theme of people trying to burn garbage in the area.
Is it? Okay.
I'm still leaving garbage in the woods, right?
Yeah. I thought it was a random fire here. No.
Okay. Rather than leaving garbage.
Did they not realize there are a lot of trees around us, as an example?
Holy smoke, what's in there? Whoa. Jeez. What's inside?
Well, paper, but like, papers inside.
Oh, jeez.
After all this, I get to capture the wildlife as usual, as they all seem to recognize me after all these years. Even bystanders are entertained, as it seems to be a great way to show a more peaceful side of life. The geese are always happy to see me when they have a new family as well. I met some colorful new friends this year. I'm not sure what this one was trying to say. Singing, perhaps? They seem to know some tricks too. The seagull encounter was interesting, as I wasn't sure if it had actually eaten something this big before, but I captured the moment. There are times where people feel the wildlife is getting a bit too close. And times where I didn't expect to film any kind of wildlife. The biggest event this year was probably all this attention for a Taylor Swift concert, as the city was pretty much taken over by the singer. So much so that even our historic steam clock changed its tune for the first time ever to one of her songs called Shake It Off. Eventually, the weather changes and we need to wait and see what the next day will be like. Rain or shine, I walk all the time, as there's always something to learn every day in the world around you. Alright, see you guys later.